Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Clair Obscur Expedition 33. In the last one, we were exploring this area on our way to Old Lumiere, and we ended up playing that only up mini game that uh, was at the Gestural Beach. What did it even give us? I don't remember, but it was not a very important reward, like maybe a costume or something. But anyways, we're now in this area, which is the Esoteric Ruins, which should just be a side area right next to Old Lumiere. And this weird blue orb over there gave us a quest to go find something for him that should be up on this cliff somewhere. So we're going to go ahead and try that before we head to Old Lumiere, which is where the story should continue. Is there anywhere else to climb? Anything over here? There's a thing down there. Guessing we're gonna have to go around to get to that. This area actually seems quite big. What am I seeing down there? What are those? Oh, it's really hard to make those slight thumbstick adjustments. That one's not shootable. So there's two of them. It seems like there's a paint chest over there. I could start shooting them from up here, but I think I should probably move down first. I could always come back up here if for some reason we can't see them down there. Trash can. Can't investigate the trash cans here. Okay, so where was that item? Can I just like drop? No, we're gonna have to go down first. Probably that path down there. Can't break that. Okay, is this the thing? This is the cage. What the heck's that? Okay, that's just one of the things to shoot. I'm not sure, like, this doesn't really look like one of the things to shoot, but it's shootable. So is that one. Well, actually, maybe not from this angle. Okay, we can't jump onto that railing. Okay, apparently Minoko can. Just kind of appeared there. So there's another thing right there. So that's two. There's a climb right there. Oh, I think the last one's right there. Yeah, let's go see what's in there first. Just chroma?
Interesting.
5,000 chroma. But I guess it's something. I do need to start saving up chroma, because there's something that I want to go back to that requires you to have a lot of chroma. Well, let's start by going this way, because we know there's a purple item over here. And I guess that's it for this part. What color of luminas do we have? 53. Okay, what about under here? Nothing. So we'll investigate what's going on with that in a second. Or we'll do it right now, because there's nothing else to go to. And then there's that grapple point, which probably gets you back when you're up there. Although there's a grapple point there as well. Okay. So I assume we can't go through these. This seems like it's gonna be a maze of some sort.
We'll have to go through the maze.
It opened up 2 paths, but not the 3rd. So there's probably gonna be like a secret in the maze. We're gonna want to keep an eye out for that and make sure that we get it. So that did nothing? Why did it... Okay, so that's not right. Maybe it's a possibility that you have to shoot it like that, but let's save that. That's adding a few complexities to it that we don't quite need to add right now. Okay, so this is still closed. So far I haven't seen any secrets, but they're bound to be either like through that far door or like in the far corner.
This place is giving me a headache.
Oh, so we've hardly done anything.
Where's the fighting?
We've been here for 2 seconds and made pretty decent progress. Do these have different colors? No, they all seem to like kind of pulse between this orange and yellowish and then like a little bit more red, but what does this do? Okay, so that opened up this, so there is like an aspect of possibly backtracking. That doesn't actually help us with anything, right? Oh, that door over there is open now. So it's kind of tough because when you shoot them, they shoot out like little beams at the doors, but like that one over there shot out a beam left and right, but also a beam forward that I assume opened that far door over there. We need to make sure we don't close that door. Wait, okay. So I'm trying to think. I'm going to assume that how it works actually is it opens and closes all doors that it's in line with, right? Although for some reason that one over there didn't do that. So if I shoot this one, it's gonna open that door, open this door, close that door, open this door, but close the next door, right? So, I can't tell. Is that door open over there? I don't think it is. Okay. And we can't go that way. So I don't think we want to shoot this middle. I think we want to shoot this. Ah, but it didn't open that. Okay, maybe my theory isn't 100% correct. So what other options do we have here? Because I feel like we need that far door open over there. What about this? That, in theory, shouldn't help us at all, except maybe having opened that, but it did not. Yeah, we got nowhere from that. What else can we do? If I open this. Okay. See, now we've kind of confused it a little bit. Now we're stuck here. Okay, now I can hit that far door, though. Why did that work? I'm not understanding exactly why sometimes it... Like, all we did is shoot that, and it for some reason opened this door. I don't understand. Okay, but hold on, this is open now. So now we're all the way up here. It's possible. It's just kind of like, it seems like an experimenting phase. That didn't do what I wanted it to. I swear, it shot a beam of light this way, but there's no door that it could have opened this way, right? And that far door is now closed again. Only thing we could do is probably shoot this. Oh, no, it shot a beam diagonally. Hold up. So that door should be open over there. So maybe they all control specific doors, actually, instead of controlling lines. So we need to figure out which doors... Are there any indicators which doors they control? Like on the walls, maybe? Otherwise, we just gotta pay attention and see what doors they control. I assume just flickering the same one on and off isn't gonna change the pattern. It's just gonna control the same doors either on or off. So we know that it controls that door right there. What are the other two doors that it controls? Okay, it controls this door right here. And it controls that door right there. So we can't do anything else from here, so we need this to be opened. So what do you control? You control 3 doors. You control this door right there. This door right there. I can't tell what the last door it's controlling is. Or is it not controlling another door? I think that's just like the explosion coming out of it. It's not actually shooting like a distorted beam out. It's just these things when they get hit explode. Okay, so what do you control? What? I missed? What do you mean I missed? Or maybe I didn't miss? It just controls this door? Hold up. Does it control the far door as well? No, this one seems to just control this door. Which is interesting. Okay, so what do you control? You control that, that, and I think you control the complete far end door. Which means we need to do that. Now, there's options that we can, like, shoot it through here, but then we're in a weird situation where we can't flicker it back off, right? So if we do something irreparable and we're locked on the other side of the door, like, we can't shoot through these doors. Doesn't work. Okay, let's figure out what you do then. You do this door right here. Don't think you do a far door. You do this door right here. You do anything else? No, you don't do that far door. So I think it's just these two doors that you do. So you're kind of irrelevant. So what do? You turn off this door. And you do this door. Do you do the far door as well? It would probably be easier if we were up above it. Does not do the far door. So what I'm thinking before, what needs to be done is we need to hit this, go back to this room, shoot that first starting one from this room, then come through here. Shoot this again so we can come into here. But then we're stuck. We need to figure out, because that door, far door, needs to be open. We need to figure out exactly where to go with the last few shots here. What do? You open that. What else did you do? You opened this. Okay, actually, that's the first time we've been there. Did you do anything with that far door? I think... Is it opening that door? What about this door? I think it's opening that door over there as well. So currently we can get very far, huh? But see, like, I already forgot what this one does. I remember the simple ones. And actually, we're all the way to the end now. We just need this door open. And we know which one opens that door. Actually, there should be nothing bad that happens if I hit these, as long as I'm in the room with it. What did you even do? You opened this middle door here? I guess the goal is maybe that we're trying to open up a path to here? It seems to be all this one does. Let's open this middle. Okay, and this is still open. Check what you do. You close this door? Is that all you do? I think so. I can't hit these grapple points, right? Alright, so the last thing to check is what do you do? You open this door. So, I mean, the easiest way to solve the puzzle is if we could be in this room and shoot that one, right? Otherwise, we need to make sure that there's a path open for us. Which I think this should work. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we made it through. I don't think I missed anything. We have, like, almost all the doors open, except for the first room. I guess the first room is the only one that's locked up. It's an interesting puzzle, I guess. A lot of, like, you could make a puzzle like this really difficult by making only one right solution. I feel like this puzzle has very many correct solutions. And since you gotta start with trial and error, I guess it makes more sense to do it like that with many solutions.
The door closed again.
Oh.
Spooky.
Okay, well, luckily I don't think we had to go back there for anything.
Useful.
Alright. So, is there anywhere we could go besides the grapple points? Doesn't seem like it. Just trying to make sure I don't miss anything, because I feel like I've been missing a lot more stuff than I should be. Wood boards. They all have shiny bindings. Is that what the guy was looking for or not? I don't remember now. The blue orb. For some reason I can't remember what he wanted. I find it funny that when you look in a room like this, like, it's almost flat inside there. There's very little depth to it. It, like, goes to the back, but then the table is not the size of a table, right? It's like the table is maybe a few inches wide. They're just trying to, like, play with perspective, but it ends up looking funny that the table's, like, almost just painted onto the wall instead of actually having any physical traits. What's going on here? Why'd they make this one all... Oh, that entire floor is like that. So, presumably we could drop down into there and that would get us back, but I don't think we want to be doing that. So I don't want to test if I can drop into there or not, because then I'd have to solve the puzzle again. Unless there's nothing here, it just really wants me to go back. Huh, I kind of thought we'd be able to go somewhere else. I can't walk on that anyways, alright. Alright, well, nowhere else to go but back to the beginning and assume that those wood boards are what we needed to give that guy. Just trying to really make sure I'm not missing anything here. Like a grapple point on the way back. I mean, we're gonna give it to him. A level 10 Picto. Healing an ally also applies Shell for 1 turn. Portiere. Nobody can touch me now. Okay, so this is another one of those Nevrons that we can help. I assume that there'll be the option to fight him, but again, I'm not going to fight any of them. Because I've been under the impression that there's got to be a reason that you can fight them, but don't have to. And I did hear that maybe there's a bigger quest attached to them, but I don't know anything about it. So, I'm going to continue not to kill them. I thank you. My form is now complete, and my duty restored along with it. We don't need to kill him. As I said, I am not familiar with this term. For what reason do you call me a Nevron? I see. I am now defined by my duty. Fortunately, I don't think I am what you call a spirit anymore. Being defined as a Nevron feels right. Okay, I don't want to kill him. I don't know. It seems like there should be some more with this guy. Because the other guys, it all says, like, attack. But this guy says, you must die. Which tells me that maybe it would do something other than attack him. Should I look him up real quick? Just so we have, like, some basic understanding of what's happening here. Portiere. Oh, is this just... Portiere is the type of enemy he is. Collect, protecting, heal. Okay, so yeah, I think if we pick the other setting, it would, or the other thing, you must die, it would just fight him, same as the other guys. I just wanted to know if it was something different, because the other one said, like, attack in, like, brackets to, like, show that it's in action. Where this is just kind of like a dialogue phrase. But it's different because all of them have had, like, attack him in brackets, except for this guy. Alright, let's get out of here. And we'll make our way towards Old Lumiere. There might be a little bit more to explore before we actually get there. So yeah, assuming that these guys are all, like... all these quest givers are special things for the paintress, you would expect it to maybe pay off once we actually get to the paintress. Or she'll tell us, like, oh, go help all of my creations or something like that. I'm still not convinced that the paintress is the bad guy. So... let's take a look at the map here. So what have we done? We came out here. We went over here, Gestural Beach. That's where Only Up minigame was. We went to this beach. We explored around here. Why is it all stuttery? There we go. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess we're just going to walk around this area a little bit, make sure we didn't miss any items, and then we're going there. Guess we could probably use Esquier.
I'm the fastest ball.
Getting a little bit of stuttering today, huh?
Acceleration.
I think I fought all those guys already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Any items around here in this? Oh, there is one. But Esquier got stuck.
Oh, lovely.
Color of Lumina. Okay, I think we're just going to Old Lumiere then. So this should be an important story place. Also, let's remember what Verso was telling us. He said that he's been to Old Lumiere once. I can't remember what expedition he was teamed with at the time. Obviously, it wasn't his expedition. And I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, he said that Renoir stopped them. So I would expect to see Renoir there again. Old Lumiere.
Welcome, my friends, to Old Lumiere.
Is anyone still here?
Just Neverons.
So this is where our piece of Lumiere used to be. Before the fracture ripped apart the world and threw us into the sea.
We're lucky it did. That's probably the only reason we survived.
The heart of the Paintress is in the center. Let's go.
Hey, there's a merchant down there. "42. Is that the expedition that Verso was talking about? I just honestly don't remember which expedition he said he went with, but as far as he said, no other expedition has made it to Old Lumiere. So if there's a 42 flag here, you would expect that that's the only expedition that made it here. Okay, he does have a fight him thing. He also has this, which I don't see any good reason not to get it. Oh my gosh, why is that Picto $20,000? Wait, he's got multiple $20,000 Pictos? That's so weird, right? The Picto's like level was white, and then when you buy a single item, it turns purple. I get that the level's rarity is purple, but why did it start a different color? Recover 25% health on counterattack. Apply powerful, or on applying powerful, its duration is increased by 2. So I really don't need Chroma Catalysts or Polish Chroma Catalysts. I kind of would like to buy all this stuff. But that's like 52,000 Chroma, which I don't currently have. I will want to at least buy the 2 Pictos right now. Let's fight the merchant. Maybe he'll give us some Chroma for winning. Who's fighting him? Probably still Mael. Okay, we gotta remember to use gradient attacks. The bad thing about Mael fighting solo is she doesn't have energized start 3 or 4, so she doesn't start with 9 AP, so I can't just sword ballet right away. But I have no idea how strong this guy is. For all I know, he'll just die to a single Fleuret Fury. No. Okay. Ooh, there's a 9,999. And now we have 2 turns in a row, so I guess it really doesn't matter what we do. We probably just win. We just need a... I guess that just killed, huh? We just need to make sure we had enough AP to do whatever we were gonna do. Okay, he did give us a little bit of chroma. And he gave us a weapon for what appears to be CL. It cost us another 13,600. Free aim shots could consume 1 foretell to deal 100% more damage. Base attack applies 3 foretell. During Twilight, free aim shots deal double damage. The weapon's just kind of whatever, but I would like to have it. We're in an awkward situation, because if this was Dark Souls, usually I'd have a bunch of soul items saved up. Get rid of all these dots, please. But this game doesn't seem to have chroma items because you can't lose your chroma, right? The reason that they have it in Dark Souls is because you have your souls, and if you die, you drop them, so you can lose them. But you also have, like, soul items that give you a way to bank the souls, essentially. But this game does not have that. So I guess I just pick one of the two Pictos. The Pictos seem slightly more important than the weapon, because I don't imagine that this weapon is going to be super great. I mean, heal on counterattack is good as long as you actually get counterattacks. Longer powerful is probably the better one. More likely to be used. But we don't have... We don't have, like, because I'm using accelerated heal. I would like powerful heal as well. I assume that's what it's called. Maybe it's called something else, but it gives powerful on heal, like this gives rush on heal. That's what I would really like to see. So there's no reason to run... Here's that. Oh, we also got protecting heal from that guy. So we could run this as well on Lune to get Shell at the start, or every time we heal, which is going to be 100% of the time due to Typhoon. Hopefully. Do I really need First Strike? Kind of feel like maybe I don't need First Strike, because my party should be organized in a way where Lune goes first. Protecting heal also only costs 5. So maybe if we decide that we still need First Strike, but I can't imagine, as long as we get the first attack. The problem, obviously, otherwise is Mael is going to go first in a boss fight because we won't get the First Strike. Because Mael is the fastest. Which is kind of a problem, because I would like to Sword Ballet turn 1 as Mael, but then I won't be able to. So maybe we do need First Strike still, but... Let's wander around here first. If we run into a boss fight, we can always, like, change our build if we die or something. Otherwise, it's not the end of the world. We could probably figure it out in the middle of a boss fight, even if it's not ideal. What is that noise? Is that the sword, or... Yeah, I think it's this sword thing. Oh, cutscene.
We'll need a way forward.
The heart is in the center of the city. All right? Show off a bit, Minoko.
Just admit you can't do it yourself.
He knocked everybody in the party out.
Minoko! Why the hell did you...
Sorry, I fucked up. I just wanted to show off.
We just have to regroup. The others should be fine. Verso said the heart is in the center of old Lumiere, right?
Right. Okay, Minoko. Stop crying. We have to move.
Stop crying.
Yes, sorry.
Did our party just get reset to not having my L in it anymore? That's slightly problematic. Okay, we'll use that. And then I assume it's fine to just keep what she already had. What do we have for the wardrobe? A regular skirt outfit. I like how on this screen Minoko's just like standing off to the side on his own. Alright, so where are we exactly? We don't appear to be able to go back. Minoko really messed things up, huh? Yeah, another 42 flag. She needs 4 more points. Right. I should maybe pick something for you then. Now we're actually using you. So what I wanted, hold on, what does this do? Single target, dark damage to random enemies, 10 hits. Applies 1 foretell. So we can get a mark out of this. But really what I wanted was delaying slash. But we don't have enough points to get all the way there. So what skills does she have? I mean, her build wasn't bad before. Twilight Slash, Focus Foretell, Rush, Intervention, Dark Cleansing, and All Set. She probably doesn't have Energizing Start 4. No. She has healing parry, but not energizing parry. Not really sure what to give her for 5. Because she already has a cleanse. She doesn't really need that. We don't really need to burn. Because Mael's not here. I guess break damage on counterattack. Or sweet kill. We'll just give her sweet kill to simplify things. So I don't have to rework our entire build right now.
Friends, I beg your forgiveness for landing us in this quagmire.
Quagmire?
It's okay, Minoko.
Isn't it Quagmire?
Let's move on, shall we?
Is it okay? He really messed up. Like, we're being really nice to him, but like, this is a really big mess up. What the heck is going on over there? What is that giant orb thing? Yeah, let's fight some stuff. Hello, sirs. We'll stick to our regular strategy because we need to print AP for these other two.
A bit of violence, yes?
He still has the inverted thing on? I can't believe I forgot to take it off last time. What are we doing then? We can't use the balanced thing. I guess the punches is probably our best move. It gets us to the almighty mask, so... I'm so bad at hitting that for some reason. Because his transformation, like, messes me up. Okay, you have lots of AP. Let's go with all set.
That's lucky.
Oh, I messed it up.
Okay. Chroma is flowing.
What? They died to that? A new weapon. Steel Chevalier and it. We get a new Mael weapon while we don't have Mael. And we learned auto shell. Okay, hold on. Minoko, you need to take off inverted affinity. I forgot. That's really messing up our strategy here. We're just gonna use this slot to master something. What am I mastering? I guess just start with this one, because I don't think there's anything further down that we haven't mastered. We'll just work our way up. And then you probably don't need auto shell, because you're just gonna use all set on your turn anyways. So you could just longer shell, I guess. Although... Oh, we didn't buy longer... Oh, we did buy longer powerful. I was like, longer powerful would just be better, probably. Yeah, let's get that first. So now her powerful lasts 5 turns. Alright, which way are we supposed to go? I don't know. Let's start with this way, because I can't tell which way is a side path. This one feels slightly more like a side path. At least they let us keep Minoko. Oh, I should have looked at what Minoko's new skill was. But they let us keep Minoko so we could farm Never on feet.
The eternity of ice.
Oh my gosh, I'm bad. I don't really think... You don't have a good way to kill someone turn 1 with the build that I've given you. Like, your best move to deal damage is just to apply Foretell. Which at that point, like... Probably not worth it. Oh, I wasn't ready. Was that a gradient counter? I think it was a gradient counter. Anyways, I'm just gonna heal Minoko here. Why are all these moves lit up? Only one of them actually gets its buff, right? We didn't even get to the second button press, alright. Let's check what that new skill is now. Deals high physical damage to all enemies. I mean, it's good for killing a whole group, but... I think we're probably fine on AoE because of Lumiere. That's... I didn't expect whatever that was to just be walking around. So that's just a normal enemy. That's not like a boss. I mean, it could be a chromatic boss, I guess. Chromatics walk around. Ooh, a new weapon for Minoko. And it might actually do something. And it's a higher level. I guess this one starts you imbalanced. What do you start in? So this was my question earlier, is if you don't have this, what do you start in? Do you start in nothing? Do you I don't know what you actually start at then. But yeah, it's way more powerful. Parries increase the bestial wheel by 1. Taking damage resets the bestial wheel. Upgraded skills deal 30% more damage. What does that mean, upgraded skills? How do you upgrade a skill? +1 AP on mask change. How do I upgrade skills? Does it mean these over here? I'm not sure how I upgrade them. Okay, so yeah, this was just a short little side area, but it did show us that crazy enemy over there. We don't need to go back.
How exactly did our piece of Lumiere end up on an island when the rest of the city is here?
One of the great mysteries. I wish we had more time. There's so much to study here.
Ooh, a secret. Chroma? You know, normally I'd be What is that voice line? Normally I'd be complaining about finding just chroma, but since we seem to be chroma poor right now, we could probably use it. We gotta remember, there's a merchant at the... Oh, jeez. Oh, hold up. I should probably write it down that there's a merchant at the start of Old Lumiere. Autocorrect doesn't want me to write Lumiere. Okay, we still need to buy stuff from him.
The eternity of ice. Even better.
Okay, so he starts in heavy. Maybe he just starts on a random place on the wheel then? Okay, that only hits one guy. So he has no AoE as far as I could see. So maybe I should have run that AoE just for right now. But it'll be fine.
That's lucky.
That second attack's fast. Dang it. I missed the exact same attacks. But then Lune almost killed everybody. You might as well just heal yourself, so we don't have to worry about it, huh? Although she does heal herself at the start of every fight, but I don't think she heals quite that much. Also, I just noticed that his stick no longer has a bell on it. It has a frying pan now. Okay, Burning Death. Which one was Burning Death? And who has it? You have Burning Death. Okay, you don't need that. That's... Right, he's just got like a whole array of just random stuff. He doesn't really need Fueling Break either. I kind of forgot that he mastered that earlier. So what else can he do? Might as well give him Longer Shell. Charging Tint. He's going to lose a lot of his speed temporarily if we do it like this. But then we'll have almost everything mastered except for what? The one Mael, the Breaking Burn that she doesn't have mastered, but she'll get it right when we get her back. And then Verso has one that it looks like he doesn't have mastered yet, but we could figure out a better actual build for him in a little bit. Minoko here. Okay, I was wondering if they let us drop down, because there was obviously that one area that we need to go back to at some point where it let us drop down to those secret chromatic bosses. It's, nope.
So, Minoko, what was life like before the fracture?
The world was smaller and cozier. livelier. There were many more of us Gestrels back then. The fracture tore our villages apart. Only a fraction of a fraction survived. Our forests are filled with Gestrels awaiting rebirth.
I didn't want to go too fast while he was talking in case we hit a fight or something else. Yeah, I don't know how Minoko upgrades his skills. Maybe he needs to kill the same Nevron a bunch and steal their feet, but right now we don't have any clue. So she heals herself for 389. Hold on. Let's do some math because I'm sure it's a percent heal. And I would like to just know what the percent is. Although, I could probably just do it in my head that it's 20%, right? Just based on 400 is pretty close to 389 and 1943 is pretty close to 2000. Oh, I did the math backwards. It did come out to about 5 times, though, which means that it is going to be 20%. Yeah, it's 20% and like 0.02%, so it's probably just a rounding error in this situation. So the Typhoon heal is 20% then. That's good to know. Yeah, we start at a random mask. But also we start on a random spot on the wheel. I wasn't paying enough attention earlier if when he was starting on the balance mask, if it was... I feel like it was always the closer to the bottom balance mask. Although maybe it always starts on the first mask out of the pair of 2. So maybe it's not a random spot on the wheel. Might just like pick a pair of 2 and then go to the first mask. Because so far I don't think I've seen it be start on the second mask a single time. Oh, I didn't equip the AoE thing, huh? I'm so bad at those. Hello. Lumiere would like to kill you. Oh, this guy is getting a turn. Surely this will kill. It killed on the first hit, alright. Okay, we just mastered Protecting Heal. I'm trying to decide if I should keep Protecting Heal on, or if I should go put First Strike back on.
What have we here?
You know, only like the 200th color of Lumina we found over the course of this game. Nothing special. Does give good speed and health for what it's worth. First Strike doesn't give very many stats. First Strike was also a 10 cost, whereas Protecting Heal is only a 5 cost. I think, I mean, right now, taking off the shell would be better because CL is putting on shell, but I think in the long term, Protecting Heal is going to be better once we get back Mael instead of CL. Okay, anything else around here? Who's that over there? Is that an enemy or is that one of our friends? Is that a merchant? Oh, maybe it's another one of those ghost people. Some toys here. I have nothing but time, I suppose, to sit and think. I'm just a man who sits and thinks. When she was young, she'd get sad thinking about mortality. But when I asked her about her sadness, her answers surprised me. Is he talking about the paintress? She paints. She wasn't scared of death itself. She was sad because there are more works of art than she'd ever be able to see in her lifetime. So many fables from around the world that she'd never be able to collect to bring to life in her workshop. All the beauty in the world she'd never get to experience. That saddened her. I encouraged them to believe that their dreams are within their grasp, but she proved me a liar. She did love to challenge me. Of all of them, she and I are the most alike. It's important to remember the ones we love, to keep them alive in our minds when they are far away, far, far away. I paint them so I could remember them, remember their faces. Interesting. Another carousel. Really? I thought there might be something around that way. Guess not. Cutscene. What are those called? Like a geode or something?
Doesn't that look like one of Esquier's stones?
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring him a gift. I was surprised you agreed so readily to Verso's plans.
He seems to be our best bet for now. We lack too much information.
Do you trust him?
I trust that he wants to reach the paintress. So for now, our interests are aligned.
He has been helpful.
The scene is
Still.
ominous.
I have this feeling he's hiding something.
Minoko,
Minoko knows what he's hiding.
how did you meet Verso?
But Esquier does too. Pretty sure.
I don't really remember. I feel like I've always known Verso.
You mentioned traveling with other expeditions.
Quite a few.
How many? What happened to them?
What happened to them?
Maybe ask Verso when we find him.
Yeah, okay. Finding them comes first.
Is this giant thing we keep looking at a boss, or what's going on here?
Any idea what this is?
I'm afraid not. This is my first time here as well.
A journal? 58.
58. They were the ones that Verso was traveling with.
Oh, so it wasn't 42? Why are the flags here
so.
42? So 42 made it here after that, and Verso didn't come with them?
They made it surprisingly far. An axon. Interesting. Verso is... Is this true?
Mael's with him.
We need to go. Now.
Verso would never harm her.
Verso actually a Neveron? To be fair, we don't know that Mael and Verso are together. It just so happened that we all ended up together. For all we know, they could be separated from each other, too.
Can you stand? Minoko gets a bit carried away sometimes.
My back hurts, but I'm fine.
Good. The others are probably heading towards the center of the city. We'll rejoin them there.
Feels like home.
Yeah. Feels like home. You okay?
Minoko fits well in the disaster expedition, eh?
Yeah. It does. After you?
I don't know why ours has to be the disaster expedition. I feel like a lot of others were also the disaster expedition. From what we've learned. We got an expedition who took a bunch of
Speaking of
cars and
home,
crashed.
Where do you live in Lumiere?
Above a bakery near the center. Angelique's Boulangerie. I ate there every morning. I wonder if it's still there.
It's called Mathilde's now. When this is over, you should go and visit.
Out of curiosity, okay, it's just Verso and Mael. We don't get to fight with Noko. Kind of thought that maybe he would join our party as like a temporary friend. Maybe he still will. He'll just be like AI controlled instead of player controlled.
Perfect.
So that was them right over there. You're telling us that we couldn't have like called to each other? Because they started literally right there. Unless I'm crazy. What is that up there? A rope. Okay. There's also a rope there. I wonder... I was just thinking if I could teleport. Yeah, this is another 42 flag, not 58. Oh, yeah, it won't let us teleport right now. In theory, we could teleport to the beginning of this area and probably go drop those ropes, but... why did it say we have stuff? What do you mean, upgrade attribute? Oh, someone must have leveled up in the other group, but I can't see their stuff right now. So on the other side, there were like 2 or 3 secrets. So I would expect there to be a similar number of secrets over on this side. Is this one right over here? No. So the thing that Lune said that Verso, before she was like, is this true? Was something about an axon. I don't know exactly what an axon is. Unless it's like a type of Neveron or something like that. Oh yeah, I forgot that Verso has the super cool weapons. Can you just one-shot one of these guys?
Finesse and precision.
Yes, yes you can. Is he really not gonna have the juice to kill? Dang. I wonder if I could have done something differently for him to actually be able to kill here. Dang it, every time.
Finesse and precision.
Okay, so we didn't have a Noko buddy to fight with us. I don't know if I'm ever gonna figure out how to parry all those attacks. For some reason, the second one always gets me.
I never said there was treasure.
I never said there was treasure.
Great.
Do I drop into this? There's a rope there. Let's make sure we know that this goes to the same place before I start doing that.
Finesse and precision.
She just barely kills if she gets no crits, huh? Okay, what would be a better way for him to maybe kill? I don't have a good solution. Honestly, just like hope for a mark, I think was the only...
Ready to strike.
It's every single time. It's not possible.
Finesse
I'm just in my own head about it at this point. Okay, we learned Breaking Burn. But I think we're keeping that one equipped. Okay, so we came from that way. Some chroma over here.
Nice.
Why is this here? Exciting. Is it trying to distract you from something? Possibility, but not that likely. Okay, I just want to make sure that this goes down to that... What? We started the combat from so far away. Interesting.
Finesse and precision.
You're outmatched.
Okay, there's a mark. Oh, these guys are not weak to light. I should have killed the other one then.
Let's carve a path.
Oh, maybe they... What? Oh, they're weak to physical. That's interesting. Okay, well, if he gets marks for both attacks, he can do it. Okay, this was a special enemy then?
We're a pretty good team. Verso?
What's happening? I wanted to go explore that
Verso?
pipe.
Putain. Where did he go?
I don't even know if I can go that way, but... Oh,
Where
it's...
did you go?
Is it gonna let me go back? Yeah, it will.
I need to find Lune and Ciel, quickly.
It's kind of alarming that he just disappeared like that. Okay, I'm gonna grapple up here real quick.
Great.
Color of Lumina. I'm starting to think that it wasn't gonna let me drop into that pipe. Because it like would have messed up story stuff if I had gone that way. Because we would have skipped this fight. Unless I'm not understanding. Maybe we were just supposed to take the rope right back up? We'll see. It might not even work. Oh, it does work. Okay, the rope goes up. Oh, I thought it would go down. Okay. Because I saw that grapple point down there. So we've got to be able to go there at some point. Oh, the old key.
Melanie, 5th of February.
This was a bonus
Years
journal.
are overdue from the mission to the monolith, and we've lost half our remaining fighting strength to these creatures and their relentless assault. All adults have taken up arms, but I'm a bookkeeper. What am I supposed to do? Count them before they slaughter us? We've hidden the children. At least they're warm and dry in the cellars, but rations are running low. Things are calmer now at the hospital, but that's because most die before we can get to them. I guess I'm living out of pure stubbornness at this point. Survival isn't really survival anymore. Everyone's so quiet lately. Afraid we'll draw attention. Sometimes I talk to myself just to hear another human voice. Trevor, you promised I could die before you. You promised.
So this was a bonus journal. Like, that box wasn't there before. At least I'm fairly certain. And it seems to be of someone who lived in Old Lumiere before any expeditions. And since we know a little bit about Verso, Verso said he went looking for... like, Expedition Zero wasn't about stopping the Painters, it was about looking for survivors? And I think he said he was looking for his mom, right? Because I think his dad was in Lumiere, like the Lumiere that we came from. So maybe Julie is his mom? I'm just trying to, like, piece together now that we have something from a journal that wasn't from an expedition. I'm trying to figure out how this all works. By the way, now I'm on the wrong side of this. Guess we can just jump it. Okay, so I should have just gone there immediately, but... no worries, we got it anyways. And then there wasn't anything else up this way. Oh, trash can. We gotta check the trash cans because of what happened at the beginning of the game. Okay, so now we're gonna be alone, right? But good thing for Mael is she can just one-shot most of these enemies. As long as it's a 1v1.
This and precision.
Why are there like giant swords? Giant light swords. This is ominous. Can I drop down? No. Okay, there's probably going to be something in that building. That's tough. But Mael gets enough AP that as long as she could stay alive... Oh, why is she half health? Oh, jeez. As long as she could stay alive... She should kill someone every turn. But I've already proven that I can't parry these attacks. That's the gradient counter. Okay, I got a problem. Do I just heal, or what's the play here? I think I gotta heal and hope that I parry better the next time.
Ready to parry.
At least I'm getting 2 of them now. Okay, I got the gradient counter.
The dance begins.
Now that we actually know it's a thing. Wait, why is this guy so tanky? Oh, because I was stanceless. Ooh, I messed that one up, huh? I should have sword balleted there. That was a big mistake. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, but we get this Picto here. Now, obviously, since we assume that you can come back here because we saw those ropes, this would be a lot easier if you're not all alone. Auto Rush. Apply Rush for 3 turns at the start of the battle. That actually seems pretty good. If we get the first strike with Lune, it's not as good. We definitely want to heal. Oh, right, we picked up a weapon for her. What does it look like? Can't really see, but it seems kind of cool. What does it do? Double gradient generation while in defensive stance. If stanceless, base attack switches to defensive. 5% of gradient charge on parry. That's okay. Wait, hold on. I also wanted to check Pictos, but what was the other? If stanceless, base attack. Okay. And then she has all level 15. She has all of our level 15 Pictos. So we probably don't want to equip this then. She didn't even get to the last hit that time. What's her crit rate, anyways? Crit rate's 53. I guess it's not... It's pretty much a 50% chance whether we get 2 crits or not. That's not how that works. What would it be? It would be It would be a 25% chance about that we get 2 crits. Okay, can't go in there. What the heck is this? Why are these buildings, like, melting in light? Uh-oh. Is he coming? No. Gotta be a secret over here, right?
Perfect.
Does that make us circumvent that battle? I don't think there's anything else we can do. I'm still gonna fight them. Oh, we can look through this wall. I don't know if we fight them one at a time or both together. Together.
Let's spill some ink. I'm ready.
Oh, I'm so... Oh, because you're slow. This other one's super slow. Okay, so we gotta remember, the ones with the blue swords are super slow, so we can take 2 turns before they go. Okay, can't go in there.
Think I'm close.
Close to what? This just made me think of that one Family Guy Star Wars episode. Wait, why does this look like Lune's guitar? Didn't she have a guitar that looks exactly like that? And how is it so well preserved? But it makes me think of that one Family Guy Star Wars where they find that couch and Peter's like, I'm taking this with me. And they're like trying to escape the Death Star while carrying a couch. Because it's a nice couch. It doesn't look like it's been really destroyed around here. I think he says, like, somebody threw out a perfectly good couch.
This manor's intact. Why does it feel so familiar?
I assume
Know this place.
we're getting closer to figuring out who Mael is. Because Mael has been important since the beginning. Renoir keeps singling her out as being someone important. Verso said that he recognized her. Actually, Minoko said that he recognized her too. I guess we'll rest just to get the elixirs back. She did level up once, so we're going to 20 here. I hate that it keeps the little dot there because the rest of the party's not here. And what are we going for with you now? I kind of have everything that I... No, I wanted this. I wanted momentum strike still. Okay. That's the last thing at the moment that I'm working towards. Obviously, there's still some locked things. This one, they just... I assume that these 3 over here are all gradient attacks. So, and this one just kind of unlocked on its own, so maybe these will also just unlock on their own, but maybe that will require skill points. I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of this one or these 3 up here. Probably story locked. Also, we only have 5 healing potions. We have 6 AP potions, and we have 7 revive potions. I'm starting to think that I missed at least a healing potion somewhere. Why are these rocks so weird? Like, there's some over there, too, and there's some right here. It's like a fence made out of rocks. Okay, well, I don't know why they let me come all the way over here. It doesn't appear to be a purpose. So why is there, like, this weird wispy part there? So I don't want to walk up right to the front door of the manor immediately. Although this is this a mailbox? No, that's just a gate. I want to like loop around just in case it starts a cutscene. Because there's a way to go in through the side here that might just have a secret. A bronze lion. This doesn't seem like the kind of game where the bronze lion will attack me, but... Oh, it's a way into the manor? Do that in just a second. Is there anything going on with you? Well, I really wasn't expecting this to be over here. I thought it'd be like a find an item, a color Illumina, and then move on with our lives, but... But I guess the manor exploration usually isn't too long. Come on. Loaded. It sounds like we're loaded in, but obviously we're at the loading screen still. Oh, maybe I just had to press A? It's weird. I don't know if it was a coincidence that it loaded in right as I pressed A. It's a fancy bathroom, huh?
Nice.
Renoir's music. Can't really see out this window, but... It's a journal. Might be able to open this. No. Another guitar. Actually, all the guitars in this world look the exact same, huh? They all look like expedition-themed guitars. Uh-oh. Stuck there a little bit. Alright, let's pick up this journal then.
But how?
Ooh, Renoir.
With someone who refuses to talk. We don't even share the bonds of grief anymore. She walks her path, and I walk mine. I don't exist to her. None of us do. She's left us all behind to drown by ourselves so that she can drown alone.
Also, I'm seeing here that on the list of journals, maybe the survivor list is at the top? Yeah, because it definitely was taking up a slot. Maybe I should check it in the menu as well. Where did it actually put Renoir's? It put him at the front as well. Okay. I don't really know what that means, who exactly he's talking about. I feel like he's talking about the paintress, but he could be talking about Alicia? So this is probably just gonna go to the hallway, right? Oh, we're upstairs, not the hallway, but similar concept. So I don't know what to do about this. Well, another door in the manor down. No reason to go to that flag. We have that door unlocked. Wait, is this another empty painting? Not that we can interact with. Okay, well. That's that. Now, there's a gate that I wanted to check, but I think it's just gonna... It's either not gonna open, or it looked like it was just gonna go to the front of the manor anyways. Is this like a maze? Can we go in there? No, I don't think so. So instead of going back that way, this... Oh. I didn't even see this chroma. What are we looking at chroma-wise? Almost have enough. Do we have enough? I can't remember how much that weapon costs. I think it costs 13,600. So I think we do have enough to buy everything from that merchant in this area now, but then we're going to be completely out of chroma. Okay, this gate's not openable, but that's kind of what I expected. There's a gate on the other side. I suppose I'll walk up to it if I can. Otherwise, a cutscene... I'm expecting a cutscene to start pretty quick here. Okay, it doesn't do anything. Or they'll let us... Nope, there's a cutscene. I don't know if I would enter this manor on your own. That seems like a really bad idea. The other expeditioners surely would have waited outside as well. Well, who the heck is this? It's another person like the curator. Only a lady this time.
I knew you'd open the door for her.
Really, Verso? This was your plan?
Is the curator looking lady Julie, maybe?
Must you hurt our family?
Which would maybe make the curator Simon?
On family.
Why do you refuse to see I am doing this for us? Yet you insist on rushing toward death. You're trying to stop the wrong cycle.
You're doing this for yourself.
Of course. It's easier for you to think that, isn't it? Easier to betray us if I'm the villain.
So move. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
You haven't told her the truth. Have you, son?
Sorry we're late. We were busy doing a bit of reading.
What does that mean?
Planning on sharing that this man, the man who murdered our team, is your father.
Oh.
Family is not my favorite topic.
So he wasn't just
Right, can we talk about this
calling
later?
him son as
I'd
a
really
joke.
like for you all to survive this.
So what's my team? It just kind of picked my team whatever it wanted. Yeah, so we ran into the situation where Lumiere didn't have first strike, so she didn't get to go first. So I don't know what to do with Mael's turn here. If I stay in Virtuous Stance, then I'll have 1 AP. Lunae will give me 2 AP. Then I start my turn, I'll be at 4 AP, not enough. So I have to parry 2 attacks for this to work. Otherwise, I might just go offensive stance so I can apply defenseless right now. It's a lot of damage.
You forced us to this.
Okay. I did. Those were fast. But now we can kind of start our loop here.
The eternity of ice.
What do I want to do with you? I could just Endbringer straight up right now. I think if I do this...
Let's carve a path.
The only issue is Sword Ballet is a multi-hit move. So only the first part would hit big. And we already know that it can hit almost 9,000 with a crit. So marking right now might not even be worth it. So do I just do something like Assault 0 just to pick up a bunch of hits here?
Here we go.
Okay, that does get us to A perfection. So if we do enough with Mael, I guess Mael's gonna go before Verso gets to go again. Do I just Sword Ballet here? It's a little bit worse because we're not in Virtuous Stance. But I don't have enough Gradient charges to just force a quick one. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. I wanted to peruse our abilities here. He's not on fire. I could potentially try and light him on fire so I Swift Stride. And then Sword Ballet next turn. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to Sword Ballet 2 turns in a row. Come on, give me a burn. Okay, I think we've already used too much AP. It might not work. She has burning shots, right? I'm pretty sure she has burning shots. Yeah, she does. I was just getting really unlucky. Oof. That sucks. I didn't mark or burn until 7 hits. Both of them are 20%. So I kind of have to auto-attack here. And then maybe Lunae will just cast a heal on Mael. Actually, with that mark that she just popped, She's gonna be at 9 without the heal. Alright. Now the question is, how much do I spend on Lumiere right here? Also, I'm kind of curious if the buffs go away, because Lumiere applied the buffs to herself and everyone else at the start of her turn. So are they going to go away at the end of her turn because they're only one turn? Probably not. I don't think that's how this game works. I think it's like, if it was on that turn, then it lasts till the next turn. I could Healing Light herself. I just need to be able to Typhoon next turn, right? I think the only way I could Typhoon next turn is if I Healing Light myself, right? Well, I guess if I spent no mana, I could do it. So I think I'll just auto attack.
She won't help you this time.
Oh, I pressed the gradient counter too early. You still have to actually time it correctly, huh? Okay, Mael will get another turn. So, with you, he's not close enough to breaking yet. Okay, there's a mark. So now we pop the mark with Blitz. I could right now perfect break, but if I hit him with anything, then it no longer costs 5. I don't think this is gonna break him though. And even if it does break him, I kind of want to try this Endbringer thing. So I just go 1. I could do 1 more, I think. Didn't get a mark, but... Okay, I think this is the last turn of Typhoon. We do have Gradient Charge now. I realized I wasn't paying attention last turn if Lumiere still had the buffs. I believe she does. So Mael was supposed to take a turn before Renoir, but when Mael's turn ended, she lost Rush. So then she didn't get to take another turn. That's awkward. I need Lumiere to be faster than Mael, I guess. Do I have... Yeah, I could do... It should do an enhanced Typhoon here.
This will hurt.
Wait, how did... Oh, wait, no, I have no... He got slowed because she spent Light Stains, which slowed him down enough to give Mael the turn. Crazy stuff. Now, do I want to break him here? I don't know how this reapply stun thing works. Because I think he just removes stun if I break him right now. But honestly, it's probably my only good play anyways. Okay, he's no longer stunned. So I assume that Endbringer won't re-stun him then? I just don't get it, like, how can you reapply stun? They're either stunned or they're not stunned. I think this is just gonna kill him, so I don't know if we would even figure out, but... We also got a new weapon. It might be for Mael. I can't really tell based on that picture. Alright, what's gonna happen now? Also lots of chroma. Alright, who saved everybody?
Everyone alright?
Was it Noko? I don't see Noko anywhere.
Okay.
Yep.
Noko's broken.
Why don't you accept who you are?
She doesn't know who she is. Although he just called her Alicia. How's she supposed to accept something that she doesn't know? Oh, jeez. Here comes the other Alicia. Maybe. How many Alicias are there?
What is that? Will you tell me your name?
What? That is not what I was expecting to happen.
Where did it go? No, 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 no. Alicia.
Fuck!
Alright, I feel like we learned nothing somehow. I thought we were gonna have like a huge reveal. Honestly, Versa being Renoir's son, not that big of a reveal. Find your way through old Lumiere. I was hoping we would learn something about Maya. Although, why Verso said Alicia move? Maybe that means something. Back at camp.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, that was one of his rocks. It better give us a
Care to
power.
explain? Your father.
I don't think of him as my father.
Why does it matter that he's his father?
Why didn't you just tell us?
I guess that's a valid complaint.
Because it's private. And it's painful and it's none of your business. I cut ties with him decades ago.
Lying by omission is still lying.
I've told you everything you need to know.
I'd rather make that determination for myself.
I think we can all understand where each other's coming from, right? He hasn't steered us wrong yet. But we're a team now. And we won't get very far if we don't trust each other.
Family's complicated.
Coming from the girl who's been an orphan her entire life. So what's up with Noko? Like, him dying is not a big deal, right? Because they just come back to life, right? I don't know if we're supposed to be sad about this or not. I don't know why Minoko is sad.
The stories say that Gestrels reincarnate.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that true? Can you bring Noko back?
Partially. We can bring Noko back to life,
But it just won't be Noko anymore.
but not all of Noko will return.
Alright, well that makes sense, I suppose.
It will be a different Noko. The one you knew is gone.
I'm so very sorry, my friend. And all for naught. The Paintress heart was in that manor, and now it's gone. We have no way to access the monolith.
Expedition 58 seemed to think you knew another way.
What?
We found 58 and their journals.
So that's how you... I wasn't hiding it. If that's what you're implying. It's a dead end.
Wait, what are you talking about?
There is someone else who can help us.
Thanks for just revealing the whole... Oh, the curator. Fair enough.
Excuse me. Is it true? Can you make a weapon that can pierce the barrier? Do you need something from the Axons? Do you need their hearts?
Look, to create this weapon, he needs enormous amounts of pure chroma, which is way beyond what we can get from Nevrons. The only source are Axons, yes. But like I said, that's a dead end, it's impossible.
Why? What are Axons?
They're massive creatures living on islands around the monolith. They're much...
Oh, the guys who eat the
much,
mountains.
Much more dangerous than Nevrons. I can't die, and I still couldn't take them down.
Yet we found the corpse of one in old Lumiere, so it's possible.
I don't know how that one died. But I'm telling you, listen to me, please. Our chances of taking them down without you lot dying are close to zero.
Close, but not zero. Death is coming either way. And as expeditioners, if we die, We die fighting.
I don't know, a lot of past
Wonderful
expeditions
back
just
talk.
gave up.
I know.
Why does he have flower petals flying around him? It's kind of
Right.
weird.
If we're going to fight the Axons, then let's be smart about it.
What do you mean?
I've had a few rough encounters with the Axons. There are 3 located on islands around the monolith, and we need at least 2 hearts to get enough chroma. One lives on a mountain too high for us to reach, so that one's out. We should start with the one to the west of the monolith. It's already been weakened by previous expeditions, right?
Yeah, good idea. Maximize our chances.
Or we embrace the challenge and pick the one in the east.
I like your spirit.
Thank you.
Did you listen to what I just said?
I guess that means they're letting us choose, huh? We should read that journal real quick, huh? Because we didn't actually get to read it. Lumiere just read it. The behemoth is such a marvel. It has a small city on its back, and I really want to explore, but the others think it's too risky, too easy to get caught by the nevs around here. Ba Verso called this thing an axon. Apparently, they are incredibly powerful with hearts of pure coma, utterly unkillable, except clearly something did. Verso and his father Renoir spent years trying to kill the axons, hoping to forge their hearts into a weapon to break the barrier, but no dice. I bet the curator would love to get his hands on one of those hearts. He could easily forge such a weapon. So also, why did Renoir even have the manor in Old Lumiere at all? Like, I guess my question is, does it have to be somewhere? I assume it has to be somewhere. Otherwise, if they could have just, like, sent it off to a different dimension, if he didn't want anyone getting to the heart of the paintress, then he would have just kept it in a different dimension the whole time, right? I think... Oh, shoot, everything's in a different order, I think, now. I don't remember if we did this one. I know we did whatever was after Go Blue last time. I guess we'll play the Gustav one. Okay, so we do have some stuff to do around here. We gotta... I think we have a reward from the Gestural guy who's collecting the Gestrals. Let's go start with that.
Yeah.
No. Last one we found let us break the rock.
I'm sorry, Lumiere. We'll bring Noko back.
I know.
I'm ready. Just say the word.
When the time is right. After we've settled this.
Sure, we'll spend time with him. Still don't know what the point of spending time with people is, but... maybe it must be related to, like, a quest or something. That's the only reason I could think of that this mechanic exists in the game, but it doesn't give you, like, stat bonuses or in-game, like, battle things or anything. Unless it maybe unlocks moves or something? I don't know.
Polishing your collection of Nev legs?
Yes. Aren't they beautiful?
I do find the legs of our enemies to be beautiful.
Beautiful is a word that one could use.
Your lack of enthusiasm is disappointing.
Why do you need to polish them anyway?
A warrior must be prepared for battle. And battle is just as much mental as physical.
Mental, eh?
Imagine you're in Nevron, and you see me, charging toward you, brandishing the well-polished and gleaming leg of one of your brethren. Think of the intimidation.
True. I wouldn't want to battle anyone who's using your hairy foot as a club. All for the smell of the intimidation.
And then I transform into one of them. Ha! Intimidation and confusion.
I feel like you could get a very similar effect without polishing them, not
From
gonna lie.
that alone, the battle is already won. The rest is mere cleanup.
Yeah, is that how that works? It doesn't seem to work for you against Stalax. Yeah, let's tease him.
Doesn't seem to work for you against Stalax, does it?
Stalacts are too stupid to realize they should be intimidated and confused.
Right. Definitely not because you're afraid of them.
Pah, me? I fear no Nevron. Least of all a Stalact.
Perfect. In that case, want to go intimidate some Stalacts? We've got some time to kill.
Yes, well, that would definitely be quite exhilarating. But maybe later. I really need to finish polishing all these legs. I've still got 20 more to go.
I've missed you. Alright then. Come on, move over and hand me an extra cloth. Let's get these legs shining so bright they blind our enemies and send them screaming.
Level 2. Lumiere comes over to shush them, but ends up joining the polishing effort. It takes a while, but they finally finish. Alright, let's talk to Esquier next.
I'm mad.
Yeah? You don't sound like it.
Esquier?
I'm stinking mad.
About Noko?
That was mean. I thought he cared. Renoir's not being Renoir.
He's not. I know, buddy. I'm mad too. Enjoying the stars?
Stars are the apples of the sky.
Yeah, is that how that works?
I love the way you see the world.
Oh, that constellation looks like Francois.
Do they even have apples around here? Makes more sense that he knows what a star is than an apple. Like, this place is desolate in a lot of areas. But maybe there's apple trees. I don't know. I just haven't seen any. It's very round like Francois. It's not grumpy enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not grumpy enough. It needs to look a bit more cranky.
Francois was a funny part of the game.
He's not grumpy. He's just sad. He misses Claire.
Who's Clair? Didn't another, like, ghost boy mention the name Clair earlier?
Enfant used to be all wee, but now he's all
Wee woo.
Ooh.
yeah. Centuries go by without your best friends. That's gonna make you go.
Yeah. But, at least you shared some. Oui? How come you're not grumpy like Francois?
I am grumpy.
Oh. Are you now?
I too am. But I'm also wee. So the wee balances the.
Balances.
Sounds like you're in a
Now we're just in ambulance.
woo-wee type situation.
You really get me, Verso.
I think we're both a little, woo-wee, woo-wee. Wee-woo. Although I'm a bit more woo than wee these days. Hey, that one looks a little like Minoko.
Oh, and if you squint and sort of scrunch up your face, that one next to it looks like Noko.
Can Eskia even squint or scrunch up his face? We're already level 4. Saying they look like things they absolutely do not look like. Gradient attack unlocked. This is how you unlock gradient attacks? Verso, Striker. Hold up. Show me your skill tree. I never even read what this one does. Sabotage to all enemies. Apply mark. High single target physical damage to 1. Can break. Ooh, but it costs 2. A gradient attack that can break seems kind of strong. Because it's a free turn, pretty much, where you can break. Maybe that's how you're supposed to use Endbringer. You use, like, the break first. Because the problem is having someone do it right before Verso goes. But still, I don't know what it means by reapply stunned. Unless stun goes away when you damage someone who's stunned. Maybe I just haven't noticed, but that's what happens. Because then it would make sense, because I think stunned enemies already take more damage, and I've seen like a few different things. Like I think there's a Lumina that gives you more damage against stunned enemies, but this specifically does more damage against someone who's stunned. And then maybe it consumes the stun, but this reapplies the stun. So this would be crazy. If Verso hit the 2 gradient cost break, and then Endbringered, he'd need to have 9 AP to do it, though. Which I guess he very consistently has, because of Lumiere, but... And if we know about it, then we can kind of set it up as well. You don't really need Energizing Revive, do you? But he is kind of the guy who revives. Like, if anyone's gonna do the reviving, it's him. Because his turns are kind of the least useful. But it would be nice to master Auto Rush. So let's put that in. Oh wait, Verso's not even gonna be in the team. What am I doing? Hold on. What did he have now? Energizing Revive? Put that back. Because our team got all messed up because it forced us to have whatever team they wanted us to have. So we want Lumiere going first. Doesn't really matter. Mael can just go last. Okay, you don't have enough stuff mastered. Who wants the auto rush? I mean, having all these protecting things is kind of nice, but it's only 5 Lumina to have protecting heal, and we have it mastered now. I think give me the auto rush instead. Okay, so that's interesting. In this case, Verso learned it, but it was with Eskia, who's not an actual party member.
Ready for the axons?
So maybe the other characters, when they get a good enough relationship with Verso, they'll learn their own gradient moves. She hasn't said a single word yet. We're gonna spend time with her, huh? Again, the lighting in this place makes their hair look so weird.
Aside from being a sad and lonely orphan, It was great. Although technically, everyone in Lumiere is an orphan.
How old were you when your parents passed away?
Around 3, I guess. I was an unwelcome surprise. They never wanted kids. And they definitely didn't want one right before their gommage.
Yeah. Your arrival must have caused quite a bit of concern.
Panic's probably a better word. Then they died. And I bounced around from family to family. I can't even remember all of them. I was kind of a weird kid, I guess.
So was I.
Oh yeah.
Everyone thinks they were a weird kid. Pretty much.
Yeah, I was obsessed with my piano and my paint set.
I was a bit more severe than that. I used to have lots of nightmares and talk to myself. Kept running away from home all the time.
Nah, if that's weird, then we're all weird. Actually, I kind of think everyone's a weird kid in someone's eyes.
Well, I was a weird kid in everyone's eyes.
Even Gustav's.
Kind of. It's why he and his sister took me in. Nobody else wanted me. But I guess Gustav and Emma used to be weird kids too. So they liked me.
See? Everyone's weird. What's something you liked about Lumiere?
Wandering around the buildings. Nobody wanted me for any of the fancy apprenticeships. So I got stuck as a runner for the warehouses. But that turned out to be kind of nice. I got to go everywhere in the city. I probably know the place better than anyone.
Yeah? What was your favorite place?
The Hanging Gardens. Me and Gustav used to go up there a lot.
That must be where we started the game.
Do you miss Lumiere?
Yeah. I do. Not just the place, but everything about that time. The festivals, the gardens, dancing the night away on the harbour. Before, well, all this. That home is gone. Not just the place, but also the people.
You have us now?
Yeah. And you've got me. So, you want to dance the night away?
Maybe us, Ciel.
What level are we at? 3. So he unlocked something with Esquier at 4, so maybe we'll expect some more when we get other people to 4.
Lune.
She's gonna be upset.
Okay. We'll talk later then.
Oh, we'll talk later then, but do you want to spend time with her? Yes. Lune stands by the fire, deep in thought. I mean, who doesn't like dogs?
What?
Do you like dogs?
I think you've spent too much time alone. You've forgotten how to start a human conversation.
Maybe, but does it matter?
I just have this feeling you're a dog person.
Well, you're right. I had a dog named Pat.
I wonder what would have happened if we said cat.
You named your dog Paw. That's like if my parents named me Foot.
My sister named him when we were kids. Stella. She was a gifted artist. And fiery. She definitely made the most of the time she had.
Were you close?
When we were younger, I guess. But my brother and sister had their own lives. They didn't care about my parents' research.
Doesn't seem fair.
No. I'm glad they got to live. Sol was a great older brother. That's actually how I met Gustav. Sol was dating his sister.
So, you knew Gustav for quite a while then?
That's an awful lot of personal questions.
It is, isn't it? All right, we can talk about me again if you want.
How generous of you.
Ask away. I'm being sincere. Go ahead, ask me anything you want. We've got all night.
Remember, you offered. Do you like monkeys?
Ah, yes. I think you've forgotten how to start human conversation.
Oh, come on.
She forgets to ask important questions. You fool. Which Verso takes note of.
All these years and you've never defeated an Axon?
Hey, have you ever defeated a mountain-eating giant before?
They're kind of tough.
And do you think our chances are close to 0?
That's what he said before.
I didn't think you cared about odds.
Lune and I have less than a year. But Mael's different. Story time?
Let me think.
Come on. You've been alive for over 60 years. You must have tons of stories.
What do you mean? He said he's like almost 100. Yeah. Although I agree with him, yeah, give him a topic.
I need a topic. I can't just spit out stories on command.
I gave you a topic. Dark and personal.
All right. Let me think. Okay. I'm going to share something deeply personal with you.
Oh, I'm so intrigued.
It's about my hair.
What about your hair could be deeply
Your
personal?
hair? That's a bit literal on the dark and personal.
Hey, I'm sharing a heartfelt secret here. Do you want the story or not?
Please, do share.
Sometime after the fracture, my hair turned completely white, like an old man. Luckily, the Gestural village has a hairstylist quite skilled in color treatments.
Lucky.
But he's always napping when I get there, and his apprentice always mucks things up. I'm lucky my hair's not purple this time.
Purple could be fun.
So, your turn.
That was hardly dark or personal.
White hair? Old man, I'm revealing myself here.
All you've revealed is that you're vain and that you're really bad at making appointments.
Vain? Hey, I'm not the one with all the bracelets and rings.
Actually, my students made these bracelets for me to remember them by. Because chances are we'll never see each other again.
Not necessarily.
I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. My youngest student is 6. Her parents will gommage when she's 12, and she herself won't live past 21. Her parents did the maths. They'll have 12 years as a family, and she'll experience 21 years of life. These are the choices we get to make. The earlier you have children, the more time you get to share with them, the more life they'll get to live. And every year you wait...
You're shortening your child's life.
Precisely.
You don't have any children, though.
No, I don't, but I have my students. One of my friends, Sophie, said it best. She said she loves her children so much, the best thing she could do for them is not to have them. See? Dark and personal.
Yeah, you've set the bar high.
Come back with a better story next time.
Oh, she's behind? Dang it. Okay. So we talked to everyone. There might be a cutscene at the campfire. Well, actually, let's do this first, because we definitely have attributes that need to be leveled. You don't. Still not enough. What are we doing with him now? I kind of wanted to get to Phantom Stars, maybe? I don't really know if I care about Burden. I think I'd rather go this way. So that's going to be 14 points. That's going to take a while. Mael needs 10 points. Minoko doesn't need points. And then let's go to the Curator. Oh. And I don't know what all we can upgrade. I'll probably not start with weapons, 'cause I don't think we have enough. Yeah, we only have one Resplendent thing. I would like to level up Mael's weapon, because I don't think we're ever going to get Mael's weapon to drop. Oh, I forgot to look at this new one. Allies recover 20% HP on switching to Virtuous Stance. Applies Shell when health is above 80. Switch to Virtuous Stance when health falls below 50. Doesn't sound amazing. But yeah, I want to level up this sword more. Then Minoko just got this, but holy, he gets more than 100 damage out of one level up? How much damage do you get? Not that much. I guess it gives him 20 more agility damage. We're not using it on that, though. Got 59 color Illumina. Nothing that can be upgraded down here. I think we're probably just holding right now. I do want to check and see what this new Mael weapon actually looks like. Of course, it's too dark that you can't really see anything. Great. It's kind of cool, based on what we can see. Well, let's get out of the camp here, see if there's a cutscene or... Alright, we gotta write in the journal. I guess sometimes there's multiple checkup on others' events.
So, the masked person with Renoir, that's your sister? Not a hard leap to make.
Her name's Alicia.
What's wrong with her? She wears a mask all the time, she never talks, and she's always staring.
Well, she was obviously in a fire.
She was trapped in a fire a long time ago. Damaged her face and her throat, so, yeah.
Why did they come to see me?
I don't know. That surprised me when he told me. She helped me before. I thought she'd help me again, but it seems she's chosen a different side.
It seemed like she was the one who teleported the manor away.
Family is complicated, right?
Yeah.
Do you want the armband back?
What?
I feel like a fraud wearing it, given, you know.
Wear it anyway. You said you chose your side, right?
I did. You're not upset with me?
Strangely, no. I hate secrets, but Gustav always gave people the benefit of the doubt. And your actions are what matters. I trust you.
Thanks.
Okay, didn't really learn that much. Alright, there's nothing else. So, we're gonna go to sleep, and then that's probably gonna be it for this episode. We did a little bit longer here. But we need to go fight the Axons now, huh? And it seems like they might be leaving it up to our choice. The one to the west is supposedly weakened, because other expeditions have fought it. And the one to the east would probably be not weakened. And CL suggested that we could just go for that one first. I would probably follow Verso's advice and start with the easier one, but you know, maybe the game will tell us otherwise. I assume it'll probably show both on the map now, but we'll see in just a minute. I don't even know exactly where we're gonna be. Esquier ability. Alright, because we gave him a new rock. Swim through coral reefs. Genius. Expedition escape. Esquier can now take you to the continent from any expedition flag. Okay, I was kind of waiting on that because it was a little bit annoying. Now it makes me wonder what side, because some parts come out on two different sides. It makes me wonder what side he'll take you out on. Either the one you're closer to, or maybe you'll get to pick. Okay, we are somewhere different. Yeah, we're up north now. Alright, interesting. So we're probably going to want to go this way first. Because we can now swim through the coral reefs. So there's a lot more that we can explore right now. But we'll save that all for next time. That's going to do it for this one. Lots of interesting stuff, but I feel like we still didn't really learn what the heck is going on and what's up with Mael mostly. We did learn a little bit more about Verso, but anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.